revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get...
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We're outside. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Show it up. Show it up. The red 80. Set.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Darnold on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The extra effort after the catch makes it good.
Over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Echo. Mike Daddy One. Here we go, here we go. Check 9, check 9.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
59. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Lady. Hey, wahoo. Lady. Lady. Check 3.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, Zoo. Yeah. You don't want none. Lady. Check 30. Slam. Red 80.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And it's taken in at the 9. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Regular. Hurry. 53 to the mic. 53. Check 53. I got it.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Mike 91.
On 1st down, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Go. Don't let him free. Red 80. Check. Red 80. Twist. Check. Crunch. Oh, 80. Here we go. Check 99. Check. Fresno.
On 2nd and a couple. Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Maurice Hurst. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch tight end. We got 4. Lady.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 4.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
You draw corker. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 80. Check 3. Keep going.
On first down, it's Snell again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Cobbs. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Bravo. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Silver.
Darnold now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Snell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Mike, check, 59.
Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's get it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You must be getting smooth.
Now Darnold. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Haywood.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Snell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold, he's going to air one out. This is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, 133.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
180. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Double dog, double dog. That's the one.
Mayfield on first down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Switch. Check 50, check 50. Real. 53, check.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, 133.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
King. Five. Hey, alert. Check 43. Check. Hey, switch gears. Check. Shift, watch the shift. Check nickel.
Mayfield down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 63 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 29, Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Man over the middle, and it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Go back. Red 80. Back. Motion.
On first down, Snell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Snell on 3rd down. Oh, able to avoid him. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
King. Check 24. Rush in. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, exit. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Let's go. Ready? Let's go, Hey, Charlie. 91 is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming. Ready? Hey, check 24. Check 24. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 37. Check 37.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 7. Stay with your man. Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5'5".
From the 50, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. Shift. Watch the safety creep. Red 80. Undercross. Red 80. Undercross. Yo, 80. Check 26. Yo, 80. Bang, bang. Bang.
Throwing again is Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check. Wahoo. Check 55 to Mike. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. 55 is Mike, guys, 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Run. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3. Hey, dude.
Now on second and 13. Mayfield, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
King. Hey, Delta. Regular.
Third and long for Mayfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Come on, boy. Hurry.
On third down, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Starting the drive was Snell, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watch them run. They're running. 91 is the mic. They can't hang with us. Hey, Orbit.
Here's Darnold. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Cleveland Farrell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 3. Check 13. Check 13.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
180. Hey, alert. Hurry.
From the 44, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Hey, Alpha.
Snell going to try the right side. And an alley to run.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Hey, alert 33. Be a long day for you. Recon, 132 fighter. Shit. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Kings. Hey, we have you on the end.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Let's go, baby.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
180. 54 Mike. Guys, it's game situation.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders get a score closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Check 59, Mike.
Faking the give, Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Snell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, they'll run it here on the Jets sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Wood. Back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
To throw is Darnold. He's got it open, then he completes it to Callaway. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Strong right.
On first down, Snell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. 50.
They're going to run again with Snell. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Mike's 50. Red 80.
Hey, Foxtrot. Lady.
Where you at? Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Mike 50.
Hey, seam 6.
Here we go.
Darnold, they shakes him off. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
54's Mike.
Let's go.
54.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Drop deep. Kill. Deuce.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls. Instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it out like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes,